Out of curiosity, who won? Oh man, I guess I should have known I was gonna lose anything to do with studying. So you really are going to wear a bikini to our next swimming lessons next month? Yep, a deal's a deal. It's fine though, because I'll be returning to you anyway. I knew it! I knew it! You set up so I lose either way? Where should she get these crazy ideas? More importantly, why? I won't let her get into that bikini, even if I have to put my life on the line to stop her. Hey, I've already chosen which bikini to wear. I can't wait to see how people react to Linde in her bikini. Come and see us off. There's something very don't get ahead of yourself about that expression. Oh, I got a powder. Nice. What is it, Reen? This is hardly time to be playing with cats. Let's get ready and head to the station. Right. Emma seems to know something about this cat. I can't give it any more milk this time. Shoot. Oh, I didn't think you'd be up already. How lazy would you have to be to not even get up to see us off? Hey now, that's kind of a low blow, don't you think? It's like you kids don't understand my tender love and devotion to all of you. See, fear not, Lady Sarah. I'm sure that one day they'll come to realize just how important they are to you. I'm not sure how to feel about you trying to cheer me up, of all people. Huh, have the two of them met before? Anyway, good luck on your field study. I'm looking forward to reading your reports when you get back. I prepared those packed lunches for you all to enjoy during your journey. I took care to prepare something you could eat at any point during the long journey without the taste being affected. Thanks, we'll do just that. Hey, please take care, Lady Alisa. She's up to something. Seems like the oral bike's running just fine. I guess pulling out another all-nighters was worth it after all. Now to write that report for the Institute of Technology. Might as well bang that out while I'm in a good mood. Even when it comes to technical documents, I get writer's block. I can't imagine doing stuff like that. Yo, Jellica, how about taking me for a ride next? I think I can squeeze you in. Of course, Toa and all the lovely ladies who asked me earlier take priority, though. Wouldn't expect any less from you. Yo, you getting ready to take off for your next field study? I heard you're headed out pretty far this time. Just think of it as your chance to go wild. I just got back from my morning ride. You gave me some good feedback, Reen. It's all tuned up and smoother than ever. Much appreciated. I'm glad I could help out. Riding that thing seems like a great way to clear your head. Riding through the Nord Highlands on a steel horse like that would be incredible. After everything you told me, I hope I get the chance to visit. Your field study today is taking you to Gaius' hometown, right? Well, isn't that really far away? Indeed, it takes half a day just to reach the station closest to the Highlands. We'll be arriving there this evening, and then we'll be traveling even farther from there. We might end up spending the whole day just in transit. Wow, this month's field study is no joke. Not that that's unusual. Either way, it's pretty exciting that this is the first time you get to go abroad as part of your curriculum. Just be sure to act like a proper Erebonian gentleman should. Understood. Hey, fantastic. Good luck, everyone. I'll be cheering you all on from here. Oh, and praying to ideas that you all make it back safe and sound. Look and be amazed. You won't believe your eyes. Ferris actually showed up for morning practice. Now that she's here, I'm gonna work her extra hard. Okay, Ferris, you better listen and listen good if you want any chance of taking Alisa down. Wait, what? Why are you encouraging this? Ferris, I never expected to see you here this early in the morning. You've bested me in both sprinting and our midterm exams. I am a Florald. We are renowned for our myriad academic and athletic achievements. I will not let this stand. Every moment you are away on your field study, I will be restoring things to their natural order. Oh, well, good luck then. Alisa's got it rough. I've heard tell that you've been coming to morning practice for quite some time now. But as of today, all your attempts to outdo me will be for naught. I wasn't trying to outdo you, it just kind of happened. Out of curiosity, how is he responding to this? How did Class 7 manage to come in first? Cuff, now you listen here. Don't you start getting arrogant just because you outscored Class 1 once. Besides, with Class 7's dubious pedigree, this must be a fluke. There must be an explanation, Grumble. Well, we do have two of the strongest academic students here, so... Don't forget that the Nord Highlands are disputed territory. Both Erebonia and Calvert claim them as their own. Things have been calmer of late, but the fact remains that this field study takes place on foreign soil. You must take that into consideration with every action you take. Speaking of politics, a famous general resides at Zender Gate, which rests on the border. Be sure to conduct yourselves appropriately. Will do, sir. Hurry, inform Zender Gate of your arrival. You have a long trip ahead of you. Be sure to arrive at the station early so as to not miss your train. Still can't believe I messed up my orbital science exam so badly. I brought shame upon Uncle Makarov. And let's see what he has to say about that. Maybe it's meant to get every question on her exam right and still get a 0. She just had to answer in the wrong section. I'm not allowed to pass her with a grade like that. I'm not totally cruel though. I did manage to salvage half of her score. She'll just have to make up the rest with volunteer work. It's a cruel joke that the school put me in charge of watching over her since she starts working at the crack of dawn. Ouch. What did I do to deserve this? Actually, the same exactly the thing happened to me when I was at the Institute of Science. Tree, meat, apple. Fee's leaving my nerve field study today, isn't she? She's been trying to hide, but I can tell she's had a lot on her mind lately. Please try and help her through whatever is troubling her. Patrick was clearly holding back in our last match, and he still completely overwhelmed me. But I won't lose to him next time. I'm not the weakling I once was. Maybe I was too harsh on Bridget the other day. There's no point in dwelling on it now, though. I've got practice to focus on. Oh no! There's paper everywhere! How do you manage this every damn time? Hey, those two really do get along, don't they? Just listening to them has cleared away my morning blues. Min was told to do some volunteer work to make up for her exam results. Having been raised in a strict noble household, there are times when I wish I were able to act as carefree as she does. Conference room... The Thors board of directors is comprised of 1 chairman and 3 directors. While they each have their own individual positions and views, they are all directly involved in the Academy's administration. I wasn't aware that Rufus was one of the directors. Who would the chairman and the other 2 directors happen to be? I could tell you now, but I'm sure you'll have the opportunity to meet them in due time. He dodged that one well. Alright, I think I've done everything that's absolutely mandatory in town, I think. Yeah, I already did the cat. Now I just need to get on the train and play some Blade with everyone to get their bond points up. Yes. Oh, Reen! You're ready to depart too, I see. Yeah, we were about to leave. Don't you still need to purchase your tickets? Oh yeah, you're right. Looks like we'll be traveling together as far as Heimdall this time. Very well, let's stop dallying and buy them already. Hey, we also received packed lunches from Sharon. The time has come to witness the skill of your household maid, Alisa. Right, well at least with Sharon you can expect quality.
Here we go!
Right! It's my turn!
It's my turn. Here we go!
Just leave Group B to me. I know I was kind of a pain in the ass before and I caused everyone a lot of trouble. So I want to make up for it by keeping everything moving along smoothly this time. Just so long as you don't forget to fulfill your duties as our class's vice president. Now see here, who went and made you the boss? Easy there, Machias. I trust you to take care of things. Complimentary, I'll make every effort to ensure things don't get too heated between them. That's the least I can do to apologize for the trouble I caused during our previous field studies. Reaching Bryonia Island will be quite a lengthy journey, no doubt. But we have these lunches, so I think the trip at least has the potential to be an enjoyable one. Oh yeah, this is the first time we've been in the same group, isn't it, Fee? This should be fun, I guess. Don't know if I can say the same, say that about everyone though. Things don't seem too bright for the other group. Good luck, Fee. Aren't you going to buy your tickets? Now I'm hungry. Seems like this one's gonna be a struggle too. We'll get by somehow though. Just focus on yourselves. Don't worry about us. Will do. Thanks, Elliot. Alright, time to go to the next town. Good morning, Class 7. I heard Group A is heading all the way to the Nord Highlands this month. Is Reen always Group A? You heard right. We'll need to change trains twice. First in Heimdall, then in Rower, right? Correct. From Rower, you'll need to transfer to a freight line for the last leg of your journey. Regrettably, we can't handle that part of your trip here. Actually, it seems arrangements have already been made for that segment. We should only need to buy tickets for as far as Rower. Oh, that won't be a problem then. Do you want them right now? Certainly. Okay, that's 5 passengers bound for Rower. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Passenger service bound for Heimdall, now arriving on platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board please wait on the platform until the train has come to a complete stop. Oh, I'd say we timed that pretty well. Hey, impeccable timing. True. Seems there's a 2-woman cold front blowing your way. Well, don't worry about us. We'll see what we can do to thaw them out. Yeah, just don't expect them to be weaving each other flower crowns when we get back, okay? Alright, we'll leave them to you then. Good luck. Wow, these sandwiches really hit the spot. Ham, lettuce, and cheese, and I'm getting a hint of pickle in there too. The ingredients are simple enough, but the way they come together is true something special. Even the butter tastes different from what I'm used to. And this tea is equally perfect. The zest of the lemon complements the taste perfectly. You have quite the maid looking after you. Well, Mother hired her, not me. She's a talented maid though, I won't deny that. She handles the typical housework and greeting guests as you would expect, but she also manages Mother's schedule. Wow. Managing the company chairman's schedule doesn't really sound like part of the typical maid's job description. She really is that talented though, which is why I can't work out why my mother sent her to look after me. Those two are up to something, I just know it. Regardless, there are definitely perks to having her around. I think you should accept your mother's kindness. I agree, she must have started working before sunrise to repair all of this for us. I know. Anyway, look at those two. So we're headed to Erebonia Island this time. All I know is that it hosts some sort of ancient ruins. I'm not certain what to expect. Come to think of it, this will be the first time I've had a chance to see the ocean. What about you two? Now you mention it, I've never seen it either. I have. Oh, really? During a landing operation in the corpse. Oh. Oh, speaking of ruins. The Gram has some fairly well-known ruins, doesn't it, Laura? Oh yeah, the Saint's Castle or something like that. You must be referring to Lohengrin Castle. It's a magnificent stronghold that faces out onto the lake. You can see it from the town itself. It's quite beautiful on the days when the mist clears. Oh wow. It sounds like a sight worth seeing. Seems like you'd be in trouble if a skilled sniper set himself up there. Doesn't sound like you're getting along very well. I feared as much. So I doubt Fee is doing it on purpose. Laura seems uncharacteristically offended by it too. Yeah, she's usually so composed, but something about Fee seems to get under her skin. Alright, this is the first stop. No Blade game yet? Alright. And this is where the group probably separates. It never ceases to amaze me just how big Heimdall Station is. I've heard that it's not merely the largest station in Erebonia, but on the entire continent. I'm unaware of another station that can match the 10 tracks found here. When I first transferred lines here on the way to Trista, the amount of people I saw really threw me for a loop. But it's not surprising that there aren't as many folks around this early in the morning. Sorry, I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Hang on, you can't give up already! How hopeless. Oh, don't worry about it too much. The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. I suppose you're right. We'll try and keep things from getting too dangerous at least. Cough. Anyway, this is where we split up. If you're traveling toward Ordis, you'll be heading west, right? Indeed. Meanwhile, Group A will need to travel northeast to Rower first. I'm so jealous you get to visit Gaius' homeland. You better tell us all about it when you get back. Will do. Take care, everyone. Fee, Laura, you both take care too. Well, see you all next week. Quite. Oh boy. Huh? Isn't that Elise?
Is something on your mind, Elise? Has some rugged, handsome young man caught your eye? Like your brother, perhaps? Please, your highness. I just thought I saw someone I recognized.
Highness? Is she related to Olivert?
But it couldn't possibly have been him.
I can't imagine what would bring him to the capital this early in the morning.
Someone you recognized? I wonder. But I knew you wouldn't deny it. That your brother is handsome, I mean.
Please. I knew that I shouldn't have told you about him.
Oh, come now, I'm only teasing. There's no need to sulk. I'll give you a little something from Mariage Cross to make up for it.
But that's an adult lingerie brand.
Oh boy.
Please excuse us, Captain Claire.
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't sullied your ears with our scandalous conversation.
Not at all, Your Highness. I came to inform you that the special train to the Imperial Villa will be arriving shortly. I look forward to accompanying you today.
It'll be a pleasure to have you with us.
Certainly.
Alright, let me tell you a bit more about the Nord Highlands. The Nord Highlands are a mountainous region to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Isengard Range. That's the mountain range to the north of Roer. I'm guessing we'll need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side. Pretty much, I went through several when I was originally traveling to Trista. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the Nord Highlands surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army's bases, the only place you'll find people is in nomadic settlements like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Wow, really? I'm starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something. Hey, it sounds like a scene right out of a picture book. In addition to the scenery, the Nord Highlands are also well known for their breeding and raising of horses. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true, horses are essential to the livelihoods of the folks in my village. Raising horses to be used by Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. Come to think of it, I seem to remember hearing that the horse we have at home was raised in Nord too. Isn't that also true of the horses in the riding club? Correct, all of them originally came from Nord. Even the golden stallion on the Empire's emblem is said to depict a war horse raised in the Highlands. Or so the story goes, at least. Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today that it's where Emperor Drykos first started building his army, after all. That's right, the Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands, Zender Gate. That's as far north as the trains can take us. I see. We should arrive there somewhere around 4 in the afternoon then. Yeah, but it's just past 8 AM now. We should reach our station by midday. After that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train in Nord. So it looks like we're in it for a long haul. Still, we won't get chances like this often, so let's try to make the most of it. Alright, finished playing Blade with everyone. Not too much longer now. I guess this will be your first time back home since you started at Thors, right? Does it feel a little awkward going back after you ran away from home? A little, yeah. At least we're only changing trains here, so I don't have to leave the station. I haven't been in Roer since I switched lines there on the way to Trista. Oh right, I almost forgot. If you came from Ymir, you had to have gone through Roer. I visited Ymir once when I was a kid, but I haven't been there since. I remember it being a really nice place though. The scenery was so beautiful. Oh, didn't know you'd actually been. Yeah, it really is beautiful. A place that nice doesn't really fit a guy like me. Are you still soaking over what that twit said over during our last practical exam? Pay the House of High Arms little mind, and their fool of a third son even less. I don't think he meant most of those awful things he said. Yeah, it seemed like his anger just got the better of him. I bet he regretted it later. And regardless of what he thinks, we all think you're a swell guy, as a classmate and as a friend. So don't be so hard on yourself. Thanks, guys. It means a lot to hear you say that. Hey, you're so hopeless sometimes, Reen. Emma. It's easy to forget, but in traveling to the Nord Highlands, we'll actually be leaving the country. Hey, it feels strange heading out beyond our borders, a little emotional even. Yeah, we've got a long journey ahead of us. I can only wonder what kinds of things they'll have us doing when we get there. I can't even begin to imagine. Each month seems to throw something new at us. I am a little worried about how Fee is holding up, though. Yeah, there's definitely something going on between her and Laura. But I'm not sure there's anything we can do about that. I'm sure Elliot and Machias will keep an eye on those two for us. We've got our own battles to face. I'd like us all to come back from this trip in one piece. You're right, of course. The horses of the Nord Highlands are known for being some of the finest on the continent. With their solid builds, high endurance, and steadfast loyalty to their masters, they truly are ideal steeds. The Highlands are far from the only place that raises horses, but the horses from Nord are in a class all their own. Sounds like you couldn't find a better horse if you searched across the Empire. Though now I can see why Arthur is such an impressive specimen. Who? Oh, Arthur's the horse we have back at home. My dad would often ride him out hunting with our old dog, Bado? Back when I was a kid, he'd lift me up on his back and let me ride around. I see. This will be an excellent opportunity to learn more about how the Empire's finest horses are raised right at the source. Wow, he seems like he's really into this. Well, here's a sight for sore eyes. Haven't soaked in scenery like this since I first came to Trista. I hope everyone in the Solomon is doing well. He seems happy to be headed home. I've always been curious, how did you end up coming to Thors anyway? Well, about a year ago, I met a general in the Imperial Army up in Nord. One thing led to another, and he ended up giving me a recommendation to attend the academy. He was strangely adamant that my skill with a spear would come in handy during my time at Thors. Guess he was right. I can see why an Imperial General might take interest in your spearmanship. Our cavalry's lance and spear training has its origins not just in the tales of the Eisenritter, but in the traditions of the Highlands as well. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It's just recently that I've been learning how far back the connection between Nord and Erebonia goes. Indeed. And that's everyone. Oh shoot, did I save in the wrong slot? Oh well. I'll just have to hope I didn't lose too much if I ever have to reload. Ooh. $11.50. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This special express line is bound for Rower. Our next stop is Rower, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Here we are. This is my first visit to the Empire's industrial metropolis. Actually, it's my first time too. I passed through when I first came to the academy. But even then, I could see why people associated with industry. It feels like the whole city's one big mass of iron. Yeah, it really does have that vibe. Where are those cone-shaped towers out in the distance anyway? Oh, those are the orbital generators for the industrial plants. There are tons of large factories in the city, so they need those to create all the orbital energy needed to power them. Wow, really? If I weren't seeing it for myself, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine a city like this. Well, we finally made it as far as Rower. We'll need to transfer to a freight line to reach the Nord Highlands from here, right? Right. There will be a freight train leaving from Platform 4 that we need to board. Platform 4 is up the staircase and to the left, I think. Alright, let's not waste any time then. I think this is the first time I really get to explore a train station like this. Alright, story event is all the way over there. I probably have to go through some stairs or something. Oh, my apologies, but we're currently cleaning this area. Alright. Oh, Annabelle's here too! I remember her from an earlier quest. I can hardly believe I've made it all the way to Rower. So I never imagined that he would be such a dogged pursuer. Are you talking about Anton? Is it Anton who's trying to follow her? Oh. Alright, guess I have to go up here. Anyone else here? I could head down immediately, but... Oh, shoot, cutscene. Come to think of it, it's already past noon. Perhaps we should purchase some lunches for the rest of our journey? Sounds like a plan. We still have another 4 hours to go. We're going to need to eat something between now and dinner. It seems highly unlikely a freight train would be equipped with vending machines or other such comforts either. We need to go for the ticket gate then. There's a shop in the main part of the station that sells pre-packed lunches.
Oh, there won't be any need for that.
No way! Did she sneak on the train with us?
What?
No way.
Sharon? How did you get here before us? The power of my love for you allows me to do the impossible, my lady. And as you'll see, I've prepared packed lunches for all of you that far surpass this morning's offerings. I do hope you'll enjoy them.
You might as well join our party at this point.
Thanks.
Special packed lunch for each member.
We really appreciate you going to all the trouble to make these for us.
True. That said, I'm really curious how you got here before us.
It seems that the Reinford family's maid enjoys a little amusement at the expense of her employer. I imagine you transferred to an airship in the capital?
Ah.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that? You can cut the time from Heimdall to Ruhr in half if you travel by airship, I think.
You got me. I took advantage of the opportunity to borrow the airship's kitchen so I could make your lunches as well. They're quite fresh, so take a moment to savor the taste. Well, thank you.
We really do appreciate all you're doing for us.
Honestly, I knew you had to be up to something. You're not planning on coming all the way to the Nord Highlands with us now, are you? I'd love to, but unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to. I may not be able to return to Trista for a while either. Other business?
Sharon will be assisting me with my work.
Mother?
Hello, Alisa. Ah, You all must be members of Class 7. I'm Alisa's mother, Irina. Also the chairman of the Rhineford group. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. I'm Reen Schwarzer.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Emma Milstein.
Gaius Warzel. Glad to make your acquaintance. Eustace Alborea. A pleasure.
I'm glad you're all managing to get along with my obstinate daughter. I wish I could stay a while, but unfortunately I have work that can't wait. Come along, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. What? Seriously? You show up like this and that's all you have to say? It's always work with you, isn't it? You probably didn't even notice I left home until I was already gone. Now it's just, hello, Alisa, and that's it? My lady.
I did get the impression her relationship with her mother wasn't all sunshine and gumdrops.
Seems there's a lot of friction between them.
You can live your life however you see fit. I have no intention of forcing the Rhineford group on you. Even if you decide to follow a certain someone's path and cast aside all sense of responsibility, it's your choice to make. Besides, I still manage to keep myself informed of the general goings-on in your academic life. In the monthly reports I receive from the Academy.
Monthly reports? Is she... oh, shoot.
What?
She,
I knew Sharon would relay back information about me.
she must be with the board of directors.
But reports from the Academy itself?
Oh, you must not have known. In addition to my other responsibilities, I also sit on the Academy's board of directors.
And who's the other member? The other two members?
Oh my, that means...
Just like Rufus.
It does appear that way. I'd certainly deem the chairman of the Rhineford group a canny choice as a member of the board.
I think Olivier might be one of them too, considering he was in that dungeon.
The Rhineford group is heavily involved in the development of the Orbital staff, as well as your ARCUS. I must say, I'm quite pleased with the reports I've received on your usage of both. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of this month's field study as well. Do give me some good reading, won't you?
Please excuse us, my lady. Take care during the rest of your journey.
Alisa,
You alright?
Damn it! I thought I finally had her out of my hair, but it looks like she was one step ahead of me this whole time. I take it you and your mother aren't on good terms then? Yeah, I think that much was abundantly clear. Things have been rocky between us for a long time now. Once I left home, that was the first step that led me to me enrolling in the academy. But how was I supposed to know I'd gotten signed for the school she sits on the board of directors of? How have I been so stupid? Why didn't I conduct a more thorough investigation before I made my choice? If only they invented the internet, then we could look this stuff up. I don't know what to say. You have our sympathies, I suppose. Is your mother being on the board of directors really such a problem? Well, it's complicated. Usually she seems like she's only interested in her work, but then she'll suddenly start meddling in my life. She says to just do what I want, when it always turns... but it turns out wherever I go, she's there ahead of me, just like today. So I should have known something was up. The bank account my grandfather gave me to cover my expenses hasn't taken a dip since my first day at Thors. So your mother's been paying your bills the whole time? Does seem like a strong possibility, especially considering her presence on the board of directors. I can't see what you're grousing about. Most people would be grateful to have a parent display that much interest. What? At least your mother spared the time to come and greet us. At least she showed a slight trace of interest in you and your classmates. Oh. Useless. Forget it. Yeah, Duke Alberea really doesn't care about Eustace at all. Well, we just entered a tunnel. The first of many. Now we're going through the mountains. I see. Anyway, how about we dig into those lunches Sharon made for us? That sounds good to me. Seems like she went out of her way to prepare them. Alright. These are subpar because she had to make do with the airship's kitchen. I won't let her hear the end of it. Heh. Well then, let's dig in. Wow, so you're going to the Highlands for an academy field study? Sounds like you budding soldiers do some pretty interesting things as part of your training these days. Huh, I suppose you could say that. Thors seems quite different from most other military academies in that regard, though. Still, it feels pretty neat to see you all dressed up in your uniforms. They look pretty sharp on you. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Even at the academy, Gaius always stands out because of his height. Yeah, he towers over even the second years. Are all the people in your settlement of a similar height? Nah, I'd say my dad's the only one who really has height on me. My younger brother's fairly short, though I wouldn't doubt he has another growth spurt coming his way. Do you remember you mentioning you have quite a few siblings? A younger brother and 2 younger sisters to be exact. They're a little on the shy side, but I hope you'll get along with them. Hey, can do. Still, if you look through the window, it feels like we're getting close to the Highlands now. Indeed. Man, seeing you kids rushing off on some adventure kind of makes me jealous. Anyway, we're about halfway through the Isengard range now. We should reach Zendergate in 2 hours or so take this time to relax. Thank you. We appreciate the info. Do you meet him back in the spring when you were on your way to Trista? Yeah, I made the same trip back then too. We had plenty of time to kill, so he taught me a lot about Erebonian culture. He sounds like a pretty nice guy. I'll bet that served as a pretty useful primer. I did. There are a lot of people I'm thankful for helping me come this far. Most of all, I'm thankful to the winds and to the goddess. The winds and the goddess. Classic Gaius. Hey, that looks like we have to be coming out of the last tunnel any time now. I see. Alisa, Eustace, we're almost there. Ah. Oh. So much green. So this is... I can only just make it out in the distance, but it looks like that's it. So that's the Nord Highlands. I'll admit, it appears even more breathtaking than I was expecting. I'll be even happier to hear you say so once you've seen it up close. $1630. Zendergate. Ah, you've arrived. Huh? It's Vander. Likewise, it's been months since I last saw you. Seems almost surreal to see you standing here in a military academy uniform. Though this is the first time I've seen the force ensemble in red. This is the color they use for my class. Class 7. Looks like he's pretty high up in the Imperial Army. Yeah, I'm betting he's the Lieutenant General in charge of Zender Gate. He seems quite close to Gaius. An Imperial General with an eye patch. That seems familiar somehow. These must be your classmates. Indeed. These are about half of my classmates from Class 7. I'm Rean Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. Alisa Rainford, sir. I'm Emma Milstein, sir. Eustace Alberia. It's an honor. Huh, it seems your classmates are as interesting a bunch as I'd heard. Lieutenant General Zex Vander. I'm Zex Vander, commanding officer of the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. Pleased to finally meet you. One-Eyed Zex. So you're one of the guardians of the Arnor family. Oh, it seems some of you already know of me. A guardian of the Arnor family. Oh, now I remember. The Vanders are a celebrated military family responsible for the protection of the Imperial family. And One-Eyed Zex Vander is said to be one of the Imperial Army's finest generals. Lieutenant Vander and the ARCUS schools of swordsmanship are the 2 most renowned styles in Erebonia. It's truly an honor to meet you, sir. I'm just a military man, hardly deserving of quite that level of praise. I'd love to hear about all of you and your excursion to the Highlands, but unfortunately we don't have the time. You should set out as soon as possible if you want to reach the settlement by nightfall. I agree. Were you able to take care of all the arrangements? I did, rest assured. What arrangements? We need to head out now if we want to reach Gaius' home by sundown, right? Right, which is why I asked the Lieutenant General to arrange some transportation for us. Huh, alright, just follow me and I'll show you the way. Wow. Is there even going to be a set path for us? It's pretty big. This looks really open world-ish. Nord Highlands. It's simply breathtaking. I had no idea a land so beautiful lay at the far end of the railway. Honestly, I suppose words are woefully insufficient in the face of such majesty. Heck, glad to hear you think so. Horses. Horses, are you saying we're to travel to the settlement on horseback? The Highlands are way too vast to cover in any reasonable length of time on foot, even if you use turbo mode. You'll be fine. You're a member of the riding club, and Rena and Alisa both have riding experience, right? Yeah, I think I can manage. I learned back at home, so I should be okay as long as we aren't making any trick jumps or anything. I'm afraid I've never ridden a horse before. Not a problem. You can just hitch a ride on the back of someone else's horse. Alisa would probably be the best choice considering the balance of weight. I can do that. Is that alright with you, Emma? Yes, although I feel a little nervous. Let's mount up at once then. Okay, steady now, steady. This is a fine horse. Are you doing okay back there, Emma? Yes, I'm fine, I think. Hey, make sure to hold on tight when we start moving. This should be a fun trip. They're all top quality horses raised here in the Highlands. At a good clip, you should be able to reach the settlement in under an hour. Oh, before I forget, I'm sure guys wouldn't have much need of this, but the rest of you should take a map of the Highlands. A map? Okay, there's the gate. Stone Circle, Imperial Army Watchtower. Okay, am I allowed to explore this area though? Wow. This is a level of detail. Looks as though the army's surveying expertise is being put to good use. Indeed, I hope it will prove useful during your field study. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, that's about it from me. You should be heading out. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Give my regards to the Elder and Lacan. We will. Thank you for seeing us off, sir. If you'll excuse us then.
This is worlds apart from the bustle of the city.
It really is. I feel like I'm one with the wind.
Indeed, but if you didn't go too fast, that would be great.
I'm sure it will feel natural in time. No doubt the riding club would be fuming with envy if they could see us now.
I'll bet.
Anyway, my home settlement is due northeast of here. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it before sundown.
Right.
Let's move.
How to ride the horse. Horseback riding controls are largely the same as those for regular movement. Left stick to move, dash with R1. Okay, am I allowed to... I can't dismount though, so...
Whoa.
Okay, so... They'll also react if I try to run into an obstacle. No going up plateaus and such. Alright. I don't think I can grab any chests right now either. No random enemies as far as I can see. I wonder if I can go to the watchtower. Hey, there's a weird structure up there. It's supposed to... let's see. What does the map say? Use... some kind of stone circle structure. What's that all about? No, it might be... No, I think that's not... Is that really a stone circle? Maybe, I guess. Alright. It's turbo mode! Full speed ahead!
You're as excited as a child. I think I'm just caught up in the moment.
Whoa, what's that?
Whoa.
I can also go really slowly if I want. So which way do we go? The plains are so vast it's surprisingly easy to lose your sense of direction. True, maybe it'd help if I showed you a couple of major landmarks to help you get your bearings. Over that way is Zender Gate. That's where we set out from. That landmark over there is the triangular rock. It's sort of the centerpiece of this part of the Highlands. It's so massive. The further away we can see it from, the better a landmark it'll be. Oh, what's that building over to the left of it? Oh, it's a watchtower built by the Imperial Army in the southeastern part of the Highlands. Heard they built it to keep an eye on the Calvert Republic out to the east. So that's the Imperial Army watchtower. I suppose it should come as no surprise that the army would want a watchtower here. Sure, the Highlands border both Calvert and Erebonia, much like Crossbell. Yup, and finally... if you look towards those mountains, my home is out in that direction. Ah, gotcha. Let me take another look at the map. Okay, I think I have a better idea where everything is now. Seems we ought to keep this map handy until we're more familiar with the Highlands, though. Come think of it. What are those stone pillars over there? Now you point them out, I'm surprised I didn't notice them before. They seem man-made, or at the very least, not the sort of construct nature would leave lying around. There are quite a few similar objects and structures scattered across the highlands. Most folks think they're what remains of the Neolithic civilization that existed here over 1,000 years ago. Wow, that's pretty far back. I suppose in that way, they're not dissimilar from the Animus ruins in Erebonia. Perhaps not. I'm not surprised you're curious about them, but we should save that discussion for later. Right now, we need to reach the settlement before sundown. Right. Okay, let's ride. Ooh, just in case, we're gonna check the top of that area. Settlement isn't that way. Oh man. Okay, I guess I have no choice to go to the settlement then. They're just gonna block my way if I try to go anywhere else. Alright, zooming out.
The sun's almost down.
We're almost at the settlement. Let's keep up the pace, guys.
Yeah!
Alright, almost there. Charge! Alright, time to enter the settlement. Nomadic settlement. Wow. So this is Geis's home, huh? Even though I've never been here before, it feels nostalgic somehow. Indeed, the scenery makes me a little wistful for my own home. You can say that again. Well, we don't actually stay in this area all year round. Sometime between summer and fall, we move to another location farther to the north. I guess that's why they call you Nomad, son. Is that why you live in these strange tent buildings? Yup, they're made of thick cloth and designed so we can put them up and take them down pretty easily. Anyway, let me show you to my home first. Then we can go and greet the elder after. Bro! Oh. They're so cute. You finally came back. Welcome home. We missed you. Hey, Lily, Sheeta, I'm back. Good to see you looking well too, Toma. Huh, glad you made it back safe. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks. Aw, they really seem to love him. Yeah, watching him makes me wish I had a little brother or sister of my own. It does. Oh hey, are these the people you wrote about in your letters? They are indeed. The illustrious industrious class 7. It's nice to meet you. I'm Geis's brother, Toma. These are our sisters, Sheeta and Lily. It's nice to meet you. Are you bros friends? Sure are. It's good to meet you, too. I'm Reen. I'm Alisa, and it's lovely to meet you. You're also cute. I'm Emma. Usus Alberea. I'm honored. Wow, they seem so Erebonian. Huh, I'm glad to see you've been blessed with such wonderful friends. Seems to be a weird spot in his hair. Almost looks like a horn or something. Dad, Mom, I'm home. Welcome home, Gaius. It's a pleasure to finally meet you all. I'm Geis's mother, Fatma. His mother? Or Fatma? But you look so young. Hey, flattery will get you everywhere. I'm Geis's father, Lochen Warzel. I'm very glad to see my son's friends and schoolmates. The pleasure is all ours. Likewise. I've prepared a place for all of you to stay while you're our guests. There is much to discuss, of course, but you should drop off your belongings there first. It'll soon be sundown. Come to my home and share in our evening meal. This is delicious. How do you get it to taste so good? We season the pheasant meat with herbs and rock salt, then wrap and cook it. It's made to the taste of us Highlanders, so I wasn't sure if you Erebonians would like it. All I can say is I'll be wanting seconds soon. These grilled skewers are really good too. They've got this deep, rich flavor. Oh, those are kebabs. We just stick some lamb meat on a skewer and grill it. The food here is exquisite. I've never tasted its like. I'm almost feel sorry that the rest of our class isn't here to enjoy it. I'm glad you think so. Here I was worrying that the taste might not agree with you. Hey, everyone loves Mommy's cooking. No doubt you're all tired from your long journey. Nord cuisine is effective at easing fatigue. That's important when you travel as much as we do. I can see why. I already feel a little more relaxed. Maybe I should get these recipes so I can teach them to Sharon. Try some of this tea too. Wait, do we actually get learn recipes here? Yeah, we do. We make it with local herbs. It's supposed to be good for digestion. Oh, thank you. I think I will. It has a very gentle taste. I hope there's a shop here, too. We're long overdue for a weapon upgrade. The land of Nord is nothing if not a free country. I have no doubt your time here will make for a very unique experience, though not without inconveniences here and there. Still, these highlands have plenty of history with your own homeland. Will you be referring to the story of Emperor Drykles? We've been learning in class how during the War of the Lions, he first started gathering his army here in Nord. That's right, tales of Emperor Drykles' exploits are passed down here in Nord too. After the war ended, he became Emperor of Erebonia and swore eternal friendship with the people of Nord. That friendship has held strong to this day, and I pray it will continue far into the future. I see. While the people of Nord are not counted as true Erebonians, they are still regarded as our close neighbors and allies. That's about how it shakes out, though recently the Calvard Republic has been creeping into the southeastern highlands. They've been trying to cultivate good relations with the people there. But the Republic's forays into highlands have certainly created some tension. The Empire and the Republic are old foes after all. Thankfully, we've managed to avoid any armed conflicts in the last few years. Although politically and economically, relations between the two are only growing worse. It seems likely that simmering conflict is what led to the incident in Crossbell last month. No doubt an outgrowth of the ongoing conflict between pro-Calvardian and pro-Erebonian forces in their government. So it seems. Be that as it may, to both countries, Nord is a remote region of relatively low importance. While there's a military presence in the highlands, that's not something you should have to worry about during your stay. Just try and focus on your field study while you're here. We'll do what we can. You must be the one who chose our task for this month's field study, right? Indeed I did. Though the hour is already late, I'll give you your task in the morning. As for the rest of the area you'll cover in your study, I think it'd be wise to focus on the southwestern plains tomorrow morning. That's southwest, We crossed that area in a trek here today, I believe. Yeah, the highlands are a vast, wide open space. They extend well past the northern end of the settlement too, but let's just start with the southwestern plains. Sounds good to me. So everything we've got on the agenda for tomorrow will be in the southwest? Exactly. Try to meet back at the settlement around noon, Gaius. I'll give you the remaining tasks after our midday meal. Got it, Dad. Anyway, here I am talking your ear off when I should be letting you get some rest after your long day. We rise before the sun here, so sleep well. Morning will come sooner than you think. The place we've prepared for you has beds already. Can you show them the way, Gaius? Sure thing. I want to show them the way too. Me too. Come on, I'm sure Bro can handle it on his own. Huh. Thank you so much for the meal. Good night, everyone. Sorry, I know you girls probably would prefer separate rooms, but this is what we've got. Oh, don't worry about it. Reed and Eustace are both gentlemen, after all. We have nothing to worry about. But of course. Thanks, Gaius. You'll be staying over at your family's place, then? My sisters are both insisted on it. I couldn't turn them down. Would it be alright if I come in and wake you guys up at sunrise? Yeah, that sounds fine. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep the moment that my head hits the pillow. I just realized, if there's... will we even get like an orbital charging station or anything out in any of the dungeons here? Well, maybe the Imperial Army Watchtower has one. By all means, get your beauty sleep. Alright, pleasant dreams, everyone. They should have quartz and SEPIF processing facilities, right? Maybe? I don't know. He's quite the fortunate man. I thought the same thing while we were eating dinner. He's got those adorable siblings, two parents who really care about him. I can see where Gaius gets his calm and level-headed personality. Part of a caring family growing up side by side with nature like this. It's like he couldn't have turned out any other way. True enough. Anyway, it sounds like we've got an agonizingly early wake-up call coming our way. We should get some sleep. No objection from me. I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep on my feet at this rate. Hey, well, let's get dressed for bed and turn off the lights. Field study day 2. Our first day was mostly just traveling. This could be our longest field study yet. Sheep?
Where am I? Oh, right. Nord Highlands.
I feel like that every time.
Surprisingly energetic. Maybe it's the clean air or that great food we had yesterday.
Yeah, I always get disoriented if I'm sleeping somewhere other than my bedroom and then wake up.
I wonder if Master Ka-Fi trained out in the wilderness like this.
You're up early, Reen.
Morning, guys.
Wait, do we get to keep that as a costume?
Whoa. Hold on. Why are you dressed like that?
Oh, I was just helping put the sheep out to pasture. You should almost be done fixing the morning meal now.
We should have an outfit like that for everyone.
Okay. I guess we should wake up the others then.
I don't think the DLC included that though. Only the casual gear, and that's it.
Eustace, Alisa, Emma.
Rise and shine, everyone. It's officially the crack of dawn.
Thanks to the sheep, I'm pretty sure everyone's awake anyways.
Where am I?
Are those sheep? Oh, glasses. Glasses.
You guys. I suppose none of you are used to waking up quite this early.
This is delicious. I concur. Is it kind of milk porridge? Well, I guess we make it with sheep's milk and salt-cured meat. Sheeta and Lily made it fresh for you themselves. Yeah, I helped. Wow, that young and you're already better cooks than me. Yeah, Irene doesn't have any special recipes anyways. Only the others specialize in recipes. Really need to get this recipe from you too. Well, okay, well, first thing you do is... Your friends all seem like such nice people. It would seem the winds have blessed us with their guidance. I think so too. Okay, let me give you this. Probably a monster hunt at the very least. Shouldn't be day 2, technically? Alright, return to Zender. We have to talk to Zex for more information. Be prepared for battle! Oh boy. Turning over a new leaf. I need ingredients for important medicine. Someone deliver something to the soldiers in the Imperial Army's watchtower for me? Okay, I'll do the delivery first. I should probably do Zender last. Let's see, we'll be helping gather some medicinal herbs. Oh, and there's even a request from Zender Gate. Looks like you've chosen tasks that will help us become familiar with the Highlands. That's the idea. I put a lot of thought into choosing tasks that would give you a nice sweeping overview of life here. As I said yesterday, you should be able to complete all these requests in the southwestern reaches of the Highlands. Understood. Thanks again. Alright, we've got work to do. So we need to finish all these tasks and return here by noon? Yep, we'll be having lunch back here in the settlement. Also, I wouldn't recommend leaving the settlement without a horse. The Highlands are vast. I'd hate if any of you got lost or collapsed out there because you headed out on foot. That's true. Even with turbo mode, traveling by horse was pretty long. We best pay heed to where we're going. Heh, may the blessings of the winds and the gods be with you. Take care, everyone. After Solomon contains 3 useful facilities. Eller's home acts as an orbital factory. That's unusual. Lodging, your resting, trading posts for weapon and armor. Visit them whenever you need. Good, good. Whoa, you learn a new S-craft about having to get into a boss battle. Nice. It has a good area as well. I never actually managed to show off Eustace's crystal saber yet. Maybe I'll get the opportunity if I ever remember, but I'm just so used to spamming AT delay, so I never get a chance to use it. Maybe if S-Crafts had their own AT delay abilities, I would be really tempted to use it. Anyways, do you have the recipe? I jotted down the recipe for the porridge we have in the mornings. Here you go. Milk porridge. Huh, thanks, Sheeta. Thanks for taking the time to do that. Now we'll be able to enjoy it whenever we wish. Alright, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.